What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. So for today's video, I'm actually going to show you how to add just a little something to a very simple tumbao. Very basic tumbao. Just those little things. You already know what day it is. It's Tutorial Thursdays. Welcome to Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. If you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button just to find out whenever I upload. And also, hit that like button. Man, it really does help when you guys hit that like button. Just helps spread the word a lot easier with this YouTube stuff. And to all my day ones, seriously, thank you so much for coming back and watching these videos, all the support, all the comments, sharing the videos, giving suggestions, and also worrying where I've been at. You know, I haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks, or yeah, over a week, something like that. I've been busy doing some stuff. Things are reopening, and these cicadas are crazy. Man, these cicadas are not a joke. Also, if you notice this awesome shirt, it's from our friends over at Congas Chops. I bought a couple of shirts, man, and Paolo's doing such an amazing job, you know, being a great resource to the community. So, man, I had to support and get some shirts, man. It's just awesome stuff. They have a variety of different styles as well. And man, if you want a shirt, go stop by. I'll link down in the description below where you can buy a couple of these shirts. And man, it's just awesome to just support the community. So please, if you can, just go get you a shirt. It's actually really good quality, man. Feels good. Feels real good. Fits good. I think it does. But yeah, gotta love it. So for today's lesson, man, and if you hear me pause, it's because I can literally hear the cicadas from here. They're like right there by the window. It's crazy. But today's lesson is actually going to be very simple, and it looks difficult, but it's not. And it's just a simple addition that you can add to a tumbao, and it could be in 2/3 or 3/2, whatever, and really just adds something extra. Again, this is something that I wouldn't do all the time, but it's just a little spice. But yeah, let me show you this little addition to a tumbao, and then we'll break it down. Kinda tricky. Looks a lot more than what it is. But yeah, let me show you what I'm doing. So if you notice, it's a lot of stuff going on, but in reality, it's not much. And it's something that you can actually apply to many different variations of tumbaos. And like I normally teach, there's certain triggers that you can use that kind of help you understand where you can actually place this in other variations. But for this video, I'm just gonna show it to you in a simple tumbao. So a simple tumbao, you're gonna do a bass finger with your non-dominant hand on the conga, then a close slap with your dominant hand on the conga, then a finger, bass, finger with your non-dominant hand, and then two opens with your dominant hand, for example. after doing that, to get to that little addition, the little flam addition in this tumbao, we're actually gonna do it again, the whole part all over, except we're gonna stop right before those two opens. So we're gonna stop up to this point. This is your trigger point. This is the part that you can actually use this and kind of move it on any variation of tumbao to then go to do that little flam movement. But it's at this point where we actually have to understand this movement and not rush it, not kind of also, lay back a little bit. You actually have to go according to the feel of the tumbao that you're playing. So if you rush it, you're gonna go a little bit too fast in regards to the time of the actual tumbao. So you just have to, get used to it, especially because this flam requires a lot of feel. But after doing that finger, before doing what you would normally do, those two opens, what we're actually going to do is replace those two opens with a finger or a ghost note with your dominant hand on the conga. And then this is where you're going to do the flam. But this flam isn't going to be started with your dominant hand. It's actually going to be started with your non-dominant hand. And you're going to do two opens. So it's going to be an open with your non-dominant hand on the conga, and then an open with your dominant hand on the conga. So it's going to sound like this. And again, it's not so much of a flam like a rudiment. It's really like based on feel. Because if you're thinking about like a flam, like a drum flam where it's really close together, then you're gonna actually make it feel like it's being rushed. This flam is like not a traditional flam. I don't even know if I'm calling it flam. I don't know. It's literally two opens, but close together, but not that close to be considered a flam. Yeah, so these two opens, again, have to be based on the feel that you're playing. After doing that open with your dominant hand on the conga, what we're gonna do, and this is something that you have to actually get used to, is when you started to do that open to initiate that flam movement, you're actually gonna start going to do a bass. By doing that, we need to do like a semi-open / ghost note to again transition to that. I'm gonna show it really slowly so you can see what I mean to then land on that bass, which is actually gonna be what triggers to do the close slap, which gets you back kind of like to the starting point of a tumbao. But let me kind of show it to you in really slow motion. You see how it's not so much of an open, that last hit, which you're doing with your dominant hand to then land on the bass. It's like an in between an open and like a ghost note mistake double kind of bouncy movement that you're doing with your non-dominant hand. And again, this all requires just a lot of feel. It's simple to learn, but it's the feel aspect. So I'm gonna play it all the way slowly again to land on that close slap so you can see what I mean. Not to play that a little bit faster. The craziness. That's just it's a little movement that you're replacing what you would normally do, the two opens, you're replacing it with that. That's it. Now, I don't recommend you doing this all the time. This is supposed to be just, some little extra spices that you throw in there in the middle of a song. It's not supposed to be all the way through, nothing like that. But to kind of play it all the way through using this simple tumbao. Learning how to do that, it's really gonna help you develop your timing, awareness, understanding in regards to just adding something so simple like that. And you can really even use that as an exercise. For example, we already know the feeling that it goes in the middle of a tumbao. So if I wanted to make that into an exercise, I just have to repeat that movement again rather than going back to doing those two opens. For example, crazy. And then if you want, you can change what would be those two opens and change that and kind of mix it with two open slaps. For example, and as well, I know that in the example I showed in the beginning of this video, that how you can add it on, let's say, two drums. If you wanted to play, the basic two opens on the conga, then two opens on the tumba, and then coming back to doing that movement, the way that would sound is like this. Again, that is a trigger point. You should know that that finger that would normally then go with those two opens to come back after doing those two opens on the tumba, again, that's your trigger point. So you're only replacing those two opens to do that movement. It's very, very simple. It's little moves like that that can really amplify your style and just adding some more things to your arsenal. But again, please don't do that for the whole song. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person that just plays that same movement, you know, just every bar. No guys. This is just supposed to be once in a while, once in a blue moon that you just throw that in there. But yeah, let me count it slowly for you guys just on one drum, just again so you can understand a little bit on the feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. But alright, y'all, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, take your time, practice it, try to develop that feel so it actually incorporates with the tumbao rather than just being a distraction. It's supposed to be just, again, an addition, a simple movement that you can just add, again, to any tumbao, really. As long as you know where you're at, you can do that, and it just adds some more spice to the sabor. But alright, y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.